A little later this week, but we're back. Two-man weave. First pod ever, just me and you. So
I like it. I like it.
yeah,
We're gonna miss Q, but
I
he's
don't want to give
moving
him
like a big
yeah,
boy.
I don't want to give him too hard of a time. He seemed a little salty in the group chat when it was
Oh, I
brought
was trying
up.
to get under his skin, man. No excuses.
I saw that message you put it. I was like, oh, I'm waiting for this response by him to fire back.
He fucking snapped me too, and I didn't reply just because I was acting like a little baby.
Only Q will be moving at 8:18 at night when there's about
In
to
the
be a
middle of a
fucking ice
snowstorm.
storm. Yeah, built different, some might say.
I know. I told him I'd help him tomorrow if he'd get his fucking ass on here.
I thought that was a perfect deal, you know? Kill an hour tonight and get some help tomorrow. He was bitching about help too. I guess not that bad. Um, so I wanted him on for this because this was just embarrassing. Arizona State over Iowa State. 45, what was it? 45,
45,
13?
19,
19.
19.
Okay, there we go. Um, it was close at one point. It was 10-10, and then it wasn't
Yeah.
close.
Well, I think it was 24-10 at halftime, and then Iowa
Yep.
State turned over the ball 3 times in their own
Yeah,
territory. You can't win.
I think it went Samu fumble. Maybe
He
he
had two
fumbled back to
fumbles.
back.
He
Yeah, I
fumbled
think
twice, and then they threw a pick.
right off the offensive lineman's helmet too. And I was like, how the fuck?
But like we said last week, is like their safeties and backers need to stop Scattaboo, and he ran for 140 in the first half, 170 total, and they couldn't touch him.
Great White Hope.
He had 10. He averaged 10.6 yards a carry.
That's crazy. And that he's a
Mm-hmm.
guy who hasn't been talked a lot about, like even Heisman race or anything, and he has the numbers too. He's rushed for over 2,000 yards, I think, this year, 20 plus touchdowns.
We might need to touch on the old Heisman talk one more time before it happens because we got shit to talk about. But
Some things are looking
yeah,
spooky there.
I know. So yeah, Iowa State didn't show up. Arizona State looks good. We'll see how they do in the playoff.
And the spoiler to last week's trivia question, Iowa State last won their the Big 12 or the conference they were in 1912. That streak still continues.
That's insane. I would have never got that.
Yeah, no, it was a tough pull. I only knew because Logan had mentioned it like a few days beforehand, so I was like, I'm gonna see if Q remembers, and he didn't. I don't think he remembered
He said
either.
he
So
said 1933, I think.
okay, so he was kind of close. He was kind of
Yeah.
close, but
I thought he was
no, I
joking, bro.
yeah yeah. You said after the pod, you go, I hope you weren't fucking serious.
Yeah.
Um, like you said, you had Arizona State money line. I took Arizona State -1. We both hyped Q up saying that we thought Iowa State could win, but that was just
I
fucking
think we
nice
just got
talk.
caught up. We
Yeah.
just got caught up and trying to be nice. I was like, I think the spread was 2 when I went to bet. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm taking Arizona straight up. Arizona
Yep.
State, sorry.
I was about to say, and before kickoff, Vegas liked it, or I mean Iowa State, because it went from Arizona -2, and then right at kickoff, I think it was Arizona State +1, +1.5. So money started
Okay.
pouring in on State. But
Okay.
yeah, they choked again. I mean, they've been there twice in the last 10 years and just can't get it done. This one wasn't even close. It was
No, I did not think it
Logan
would be
was
that
taking a
bad.
fucking I was watching it with him and he was taking a nap in like the third quarter trying to sleep away the pain.
Oh, yeah, that'd have been tough to watch. I was pulling for him, but shit.
It makes me want to ask you a question. So the people was watching with and Logan, even himself, they said they would rather have it be a blowout like that than lose a close one. And I thought that was crazy. I would rather in a big game like that, I'd almost rather lose by like 1 or 2 than get blown out by 30 some points.
For me, I feel like as a Vikings and Hawkeye fan, predominantly our games are always close. It does not matter who we're playing. And I don't really like that. Like I've said it to Marsh a few times. I'm like, why can't we just get blown out or blow somebody out? Why does it always got to come down to like even the last time we played the Bears, we were up by 10 with like 4 minutes to go. I go outside, Drake leaves, come back in, it's in overtime. So I think I'm on their side of this.
I thought it was kind of crazy because I was like, you're just helpless the whole time watching the game. Then if you're getting your dick crushed in, like, give me something to at least have hope for, and then crush my heart.
I see it both ways, but for me, it's just like I've been through so many games that comes down to the wire. It's like, can't we just have a blowout one
Yeah,
time?
I feel
But
like you
yeah,
can avoid the shit talk more though if your team loses a close one. Like I feel like more Hawkeye fans were able to pile on Iowa State fans for this performance than say Arizona State kicks a game-winning field goal. Then it's like, well,
yeah,
what the fuck are you gonna do?
for sure. I see
But
both sides.
speaking of game-winning field goals and missing field goals, UGA 22, Texas 19. I say game-winning field goals because I mean, fuck, Texas missed two big
Hmm.
ones, which turned out to be a pretty big difference in that game. Um, Carson Beck looked like ass.
Hmm. What about the end of that game?
Uh,
He got hurt. He got hurt. Backup comes in. That was
he got hurt.
insane. It was like
Yeah, got
a
hurt
movie.
at half. And the thing that's crazy is when the backup came in, he looked better than Beck. The way that the offense was moving the ball. To be honest, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. I mean, it was a little.
he didn't have to do
You,
much either. He was
that's
more
what I'm
mobile,
saying.
I
Yeah,
guess. Yeah,
yeah. But that was an insane game. I took Georgia and the points. I think it was three.
yeah,
And
3, 2.5, depending.
that was a good game. It's two good teams, man.
And I had Texas, so I was on the wrong side. And when Texas picked that pass off, and the guy, if you look at the replay, the dude has so much open field besides that receiver who came and swept the leg. It's like that was a big
Yep.
fucking six, dude.
Oh yeah. Ewers turned the ball over twice. Do you think they should use Manning more?
Well, it's funny that you
Just mix
say
it up. He
that.
had one carry for 5 yards. It's like
Yep. It's
try him.
it's funny that you bring that up though, because yesterday I don't know if it's just Twitter bullshit, but I saw on Twitter that if Ewers doesn't declare for the draft, there's like Ohio State and a bunch of other programs offering a bag for him to enter the transfer portal and see
Bring
ya.
Arch in.
Yeah. Don't know how true it is, but I think maybe he might even see the writing on the wall like Arch is about to
I
get
think
his time.
I think I would have thrown the bag at Arch and said fuck Ewers because
Yeah.
he made some mistakes in that game. I think he had two picks
Yep.
and Georgia's defense is nasty. I don't think we give them enough credit. Probably because you hate
No,
Georgia.
yep. Well, yeah, it's hard for me to give him
Yeah,
credit at any point. I'm
yeah.
biased hate. I thought that they've been down this whole time, but it's just the whole like Nick Saban Alabama thing. When you think they're down, they're still just gonna come up and fucking bite you in the ass.
Very well coached.
Yeah, fuck Kirby Smart. I wish he would get a stroke or fucking something. Stop tormenting
You'll
me.
be calling for him to come to Florida next year when Napier fucks up again.
Nah, Billy's got to turn it around. I'll never turn on
Don't tell,
him.
you can't tell me you wouldn't take Kirby, you motherfucker,
I would. Yeah, I would.
or Bill Belichick.
Oh, I didn't even have that on the docket. Let's just talk
We
about
got to
that for
talk
a
about
crazy
that.
second. That is wild. UNC decides to get younger at coach by firing 73-year-old Mac Brown to hire
Mac Brown.
72-year-old Bill Belichick.
Uh,
That. How do you think he'll do?
I think he'll do well. He's going to get people. People are going to want to play for the best coach to ever live.
Yeah, I think NIL is a challenge, but I feel like it's close to free agency in a way with NFL. I mean, he's a guy who's had to deal with that type deal. I think he'll be able to navigate that.
I think he needs to hire help for that. I think he
Yeah,
needs to not try and do everything like he was doing in New England. I think that's what led to his demise eventually. They made
and
some
it's
really shitty draft picks, like Strange, the guard. Like I could rattle off a bunch of them.
Mac Jones turned out to be a
Yes,
terrible one.
good rookie year, and then he went to hell.
But yeah, I agree with you, and it sounds like he's going to bring his son with him. And it sounds like his son gets
D
the job
coordinator.
after that. Yeah, his son in 5 years is supposed to be the head coach to be named. So
I
Bill's
love
pulling
what
a
he
little
looks like. He
LeBron.
snorted a line of coke right before the game. He's
Intense
always like,
fucking dude. Yeah. But I
oh
I
yeah,
didn't think he'd make the jump, but I guess So he came out with a statement later, and it was like, "Fuck the NFL. I'm tired of their bullshit and this and that." But it's like you're going to college football. We're gonna have to deal with a lot more fucking bullshit. So are you scared that you weren't gonna get hired by someone in the NFL? You didn't want to
Well,
be
we found
rejected?
that out. The Falcons met with them twice, and how's their season going?
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
How do you not give him a shot?
Yeah, they're
Outdated?
probably wanting that back. Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, maybe it was an age thing, but I mean, like you said, I thought
Dude,
when they brought him in for the interview that they were going to hire him on the spot. Like, how don't you?
yeah.
Like
And
you
then I
said.
saw the second one, and it's like, what are we talking about
And then
here?
I thought
Hire him.
maybe that, yeah, I thought the Cowboys might make a run for him too. But now that's all off the board. It'll be fun to watch. I mean, I think his first year in college will be a rough one, but give him another like year or two after that, and I think he might actually have UNC playing some good ball.
I think he's a great coach, but I think he more so needs a good staff around him,
Oh yeah, yeah. It's all going to depend on his hirings there,
which he's
depending
got
on
more
how that goes.
networking than most people.
You know, it never hurts to walk into a kid's living room with what, 5 Super Bowl rings on and be like, "Hey, if you want to make it to the NFL, I know exactly what it takes, man." Like,
Yeah, doesn't he have eight? Didn't he have
well, I
one with the
guess
Browns
yeah.
and seven with the Patriots?
I was about to say, I guess I was forgetting to count that. Yeah, he might be up there in numbers actually.
Yeah.
But getting back to it, Clemson. I fell hand up. I fell asleep during this game. I turned it off. Actually, I turned it off and fell asleep. But when I was watching, I think Clemson was up 14 points or so, and I was like, well, SMU's fucked. And then it comes out to SMU ends up coming back, tying it up. Clemson kicks the walk-off field goal to win. I woke up like, what the hell just happened, dude?
Also did not make it up for the end of it, but it was the last game of my parlay, and they dominated the whole game. I think it
Yeah,
was like, yeah, 14-point game, like when you went to bed, and I woke up to Q saying SMU with all caps. Like, fuck, dude. Went and looked at ESPN, and they still won. So I was like, what the fuck you talking? Must have made a hell of a comeback.
it didn't help that SMU, I think, started that game off throwing 2 picks like in their own territory, leading to
Their
Clemson
quarterback
two
looked
easy touchdowns.
bad. Klubnik Klubnik was probably the best player on that field.
Yeah,
Threw four
and like,
touchdowns. The kid's experienced.
you know, and I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Clemson. I don't think they'll make a bunch of noise, but I mean, they stole a spot. They kept Bama out. If Clemson loses, Bama probably finds a way in.
SMU. Oh yeah, for
But
sure.
yeah, shout out to Dabo. He's proved the haters wrong. People thought he was on a downward trajectory and pulled it off that one. My lock of the week. I have been on fucking fire with locks of the week this year. Oregon does it 45-37. A lot more points than I expected out of at least Penn State in this game. Um, I passed
Yeah.
out for the end of this one too.
So did I. Drew Allard threw three touchdowns. I was kind of clowning on him last week, but Gabriel outshined him. He threw four. And
Dude,
Oregon's defense is pretty good too. They're both the defenses are good, but
yeah.
they're letting
Did
it
you
rip.
see that Penn State linebacker early in the game fucking yakking on the field?
Yeah. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
a little
Yeah.
out of condition early there, but yeah, I
Well,
mean,
Oregon's run and gun.
I was way more, I guess, way more impressed with Penn State, even though that they lost, because I just didn't think it would even be an 8 point game. Definitely didn't see 37 being hung up by them. So I
That
mean,
Patron Allen was fucking playing like a
yeah,
monster. He was playing like a monster. What
but
about Ginty? We didn't talk about that game.
oh yeah, they what
209
21-7,
yards.
yep,
That
and
he's a freak.
yeah, no,
I,
I mean the numbers don't lie. Now, if you look at Vegas and who they think, I think it's almost already a done deal that the Heisman's going to Travis Hunter. I think his odds are
yeah,
still like minus 1,000 or something around there.
yeah. Well, I probably agree, but I would not be opposed to listening to an argument for Ginty. Like, look at his numbers are insane.
What are do you know like his final count by off the
Uh,
top of your head?
well,
Like
he
around
had,
where it
I
was?
think he had 20. Oh, hang on,
He
I'll
probably
get
would
him
have
right
been
here.
what, close to 2300?
I think he had 22. And oh, here we go. He's got 2,497.
Oh
So
my
almost
God.
2,500. 29 touchdowns. He's averaging 7.3 yards per carry. How, you can make an argument for that.
No, I mean it's almost tough not to give a guy with those kind of numbers it. And I've been the biggest pusher for Travis Hunter, one of the biggest pushers for Travis Hunter to win it.
I know, and as have I. I said it last week, but it's like we gotta maybe sit here and talk about this for a second
Yeah,
because
and
those numbers are on. Those are video game numbers.
some people are calling the Heisman the cardio award if Travis Hunter wins it, basically saying he's just going to win it because of a snap count, which maybe might be a little true, but I mean that's still you got to give him credit for
You
playing
gotta
100
do
plus
it. Nobody
snaps.
else can
Yeah,
fucking do it.
that's what I mean, and you're playing 100 plus snaps almost every single week. Like no, going into this, when I told Logan that Travis Hunter would win it, like week 4, it was well, yeah, but he's not going to be able to keep up the snap count. Well, he fucking did. He did it
Yeah,
throughout the whole season, man. Like, and he got picks, he got touchdowns. I think it should be closer than what Vegas says it is, but it doesn't look like it's going to be.
yeah. What he does is unique. It's crazy. Hang on, one little thing I want to say. What's his name? Bryson Daly from Army, their quarterback. He should fucking be going to New York with them. And I'm gonna
That kid's
plant
a
my flag on
stud.
that. He wouldn't have won it, but he deserves to be there.
I would
He
have
threw
loved.
two passes and ran for 4 touchdowns. That kid is a horse.
Yeah, and I feel like I know that Army wasn't going to get over Boise State, but I feel like Army should have had maybe a bigger case for the playoffs. They're a one-loss team to Notre Dame.
I wanted to say that on here, but I thought you'd just fucking knock
No,
me out of the park.
N- dude, I've been a big Army supporter. I mean, watching them isn't always the funnest thing to do,
Their
the way they
strength
run
of
their
schedule
offense,
is
but
probably what's killing them.
yeah, they don't have. But I mean, I guess Boise State gets the tip of the hat because UNLV was a top 25 team. I think they played both times, but I mean, it just doesn't
Yeah,
do a whole lot for me with that. But I get it.
yeah.
But there was never really a case for him, so I just wanted to say I thought there should have been a little bit of one for
Well, I agree. I'm glad that went better than I thought.
it. So with after this weekend, we get the playoff bracket set. Oregon is the number one seed, Georgia 2, Boise 3, Arizona State 4. And out of those, I think Oregon might have got fucked the most out of that draw.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I don't understand how you're the one seed and you get fucked the most out of this whole thing,
I
dude.
think Georgia's sitting pretty.
Georgia's sitting good. You know who's probably sitting probably the best until it kind of gets to the itty gritty? I think Penn
You're gonna
State
say,
is.
I think Boise State's better than we give them credit for.
I think so
Their
too.
defense is good.
I and I could be eating my words, but I mean Penn State has a pretty fucking elite defense. I don't know. I mean Oregon I guess does too. That was early in the year though where Oregon probably wasn't gelling as well. I feel
Who
like
stopped him? Who stopped him this year?
uh, no one's had the
The
greatest success. The first game against UNLV, UNLV had him bottled up for most of the game. I think he still got close to 100 yards rushing, if not over 100 that game, but that's about been the only team that's came close to bottling him up.
Yeah,
I think Penn State could do. I like Penn. I mean, big game James isn't one that I like to bet on, but if you get the draw of playing SMU and then Boise State, you got to like your odds if you're Penn State too.
yeah, I agree.
But
Uh,
I Georgia too, like you said.
do you think Arizona State should have been three? That would be my
Uh
only gripe at this.
well, some people have a gripe that Arizona State and Boise State even got the bye. I think some people were bitching that it should have went to like I don't know who I was hearing, but they were complaining that if you win your
Notre
conference, you
Dame.
shouldn't. Yeah, the whole argument over the weekend was they need to reschedule or restructure this because if you win your conference, you shouldn't get the automatic bye because
I'm with that.
So
I kind of agree with that.
it should be the best four teams because I don't think Arizona State and Boise State had the toughest schedule. So if you wanted to give the nod to like Tech, I don't know who the 3 and 4 would be after that. Maybe you say Notre Dame or Texas or somebody.
Well, Texas has 3 losses, don't they? Two.
Oh, well, they got two for sure, both to Georgia. But if you're looking, they have two. I mean, the first game was a 15-point loss, but two decently close losses to the 2 seed. I feel like that could be a strength. But I'm with you with your question. I think Arizona State should have been the 3 for sure.
Yeah, that's the only problem I see with it, really.
Some people, but yeah, like I was saying with Oregon, how would you like to be them having to go against Tennessee or Ohio State? Like it's those are two sketchy teams to go up against out of the whole field, I feel like.
Oregon just keeps knocking them down, though, dude. Just
I
knocking them down. They can run the ball. They got 2 solid running backs. Defense is better than people think.
Gabriel's a stud too. Talk shit on him, but
Yeah,
he's a
I
stud.
was I was wrong about him.
Yeah, hand
Second
up.
time in my life.
Yeah. But yeah, like you were saying, Georgia, they get the winner of Indiana Notre Dame. I like Georgia. I like Indiana, or I mean, I like Notre Dame, and then I like Georgia to roll Notre Dame. But we don't have to do predictions now because
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna mention to you when we get Q, I almost want to get like us filling out our brackets before these games happen and maybe
hmm
put a wager on like a nice bottle of whiskey or something. We've done this in the past with Logan. Competition, whoever wins, the two other people buy them, a good little size bottle of whatever they're preferring.
Sounds
Um,
good. I don't drink liquor, but we'll figure
okay.
something out.
We'll figure something out for you. Whatever. Fucking pussy.
Old man, old dad.
Yeah. And other news that I just wanted to touch on because we'll probably recap or preview it here in the future. Florida gets Tulane in their bowl game in Tampa, the Gasparilla Bowl.
Ooh,
Yeah, Tulane's starting quarterback has opted out or hit the transfer portal as well.
Florida's
So,
gonna fucking blast them.
oh, we should. I mean, in the day and age of
Everybody playing,
opt-outs,
I'm sure.
yeah, our team's so young that all of our like key guys and our two key like seniors, the two biggest ones, have said that they're playing. So it's like we're not going to be sitting a whole lot.
I see
Um,
that Lagway's first team freshman All American. Is that right?
yes, no, no, I think he got stubbed. I think they gave it to Sellers.
No, I saw something on Facebook that had Lagway, second
Okay,
freshman.
I might be wrong. You might, yeah. Um, Iowa versus Missouri. I think this was one of the better matchups Iowa could have got. I was praying to God to give me Iowa versus Florida. I was praying for it.
Yeah, I bet you want to play our team with our four-string quarterback, so I can make all the excuses
Oh,
now.
dude. Yeah, exactly. Have them on the
That
fucking
one,
ropes, put 9 in the box, and just have a heyday.
yeah, your quarterback be limping with his fucking hamstring again,
Oh, shit.
getting parted off the field and then playing 2 weeks later. What a fucking pussy.
It was a bad hamstring injury. Come on
Yeah,
now.
getting parted off, soft ass.
But, I mean, Iowa drawing Missouri, who probably won't have Luther Burden, probably won't have Cook. I mean, I kind of like the Hawkeyes now in this, as weird as it sounds.
Me too, duh.
Well, I didn't expect anything less.
I didn't hear that Burden wasn't playing it. Cook hasn't played in a while, right?
I was about to say I don't even know if he's healthy. He was dealing with a lot of health or yeah injury concerns and stuff towards the end of the year. Um, Q's not here, but we'll mention Iowa State versus Miami and the good old Pop Tart Bowl. Fucking
The Hurricanes?
yeah.
Oh, that's not a very good matchup.
No, well, it was gonna be a good matchup if a lot of people thought what was gonna happen was Ward was gonna sit out, but I believe Logan told me Ward has announced he's playing. So yeah, not a great matchup at all for them now.
I just want to go on the record and say if you sit out bowl games, you're a pussy.
I I will say if you sit out bowl games and you're projected fourth round on back, you're a pussy. I think if you're a top 3 round pick and you're playing in the Pop Tart Bowl,
I think you're a quitter if you don't finish the season.
I mean I get that, but let me
And
throw
if I'm
this
a,
out there.
all right,
I'm Cam Ward. We're looking at me going round one, round two. I play in the Pop Tart Bowl. I tear my ACL. Now I'm drafted in the sixth, seventh, or fifth, sixth, seventh round. Why the hell did I play in the fucking Pop Tart Bowl? What good did that do me? I just lost millions of dollars. I now have a bum ACL.
for me, it's a
All for
character
what?
thing. If I'm a GM, I don't want somebody that quits on their team before the season's over.
I get that. I get that.
And yes, money, yeah, whatever, blah blah blah. But
It's a
that's just
big
who I am.
it's a big risk for no reward, I feel like. You're risking millions of dollars to win, like I said,
You
the
have been all
fucking
year. You have been all year.
but
So one game you're gonna quit.
he has been all year because I mean, I know a lot of people aren't opting out in the regular season, but Miami had a shot up until they choked to Syracuse. It's not like they went 4-7 or 7-5 this year.
Yeah, I get it. I don't like
Old man Tool can't get with the
it.
kids trying to make millions. I'd rather you blow your ACL, son, and win this Pop Tart Bowl
They're
for me.
probably all making millions right now.
No, you're right. The NIL is different. You're right. I
Yeah,
mean, he probably has made a good check where an injury probably wouldn't derail him for the rest of his life if he's smart with his investments.
yeah,
But that's all I had for college football. We'll dig deeper. We'll get a lot of that going. So we'll
yeah.
head on to
Next
the
week should
big
be a fun
boys.
pod.
Yeah, no, yeah. I breaking down the bracket and everything, like you said, the playoff games kick off the 20th, so we got a week from
Yep.
today for that. Um, Headed to the NFL. Green Bay gets the push for me. Last week I said Green Bay would win. They do not. Dan Campbell, the balls on that man. The
That
fucking
game was sick.
balls.
That game was
I
sick.
I knew when I think yeah, we got stopped. We had a bunch of flags in the red zone and I knew once we kicked the field goal to tie the game we were fucked. It was 31-31 at that point, but Dan Campbell's addicted to going for it on fourth down, man. It doesn't matter
No
where it's
matter
at.
where he's at. Yep.
At his own 30, they get stuffed. Doesn't work. Green Bay gets points off that. And then he does probably one of the more ballsier things where it's like, what, 45 seconds left in the game? You just got stuffed on 3rd and 1, and you're like, fuck it, we're
Hmm.
going for it on 4th and 1. Which, if you don't get that, Green Bay, I think, still might have, we might have had one timeout left. But either way, if you don't get it, we have 45 seconds to get in field goal range and beat you that way. So I respect it.
There's no doubt about it that that has won him a lot of games.
It's also lost him some games in the past, but
I
I
bet
think
it's
he's
won
won
him
more
more than
than
he's lost. Yeah,
I think. Yeah,
that was a sick game. The Packers were kind of getting after him up front on defense because their running backs, there wasn't a lot of space. They
They're,
started to crack a little bit, but
and it's. I mean, it's hard for me to be upset. It's fucking the Lions. They're looking like one of the more dominant teams in the fucking NFL. So it's like we're. I mean, what are you gonna fucking do? You
13
want to win
players
the
on
game.
defense on IR, Lions. That's good coaching. That's why they're better than
Oh,
Philly.
they're gonna bite their fucking kneecaps, man.
Hmm. But
But
the Packers look good too. There's a lot of good to take from that.
yeah, I mean, once again, though, there's a lot of bad for me to look at too because our red zone offense is fucking putrid, man. I don't know what we do when we get to the red zone. It's either the flags or we just don't run. The play calling is just fucking bizarre when we get to the red zone. It has been all year. We just haven't been
Which
able to
is
score
weird
when we
because
get there.
LaFleur's a good play caller normally.
Yeah,
Does he call the plays still?
I'm almost 100% he does. Yeah,
Yeah.
he at least has 70% control over it, if even if he's not calling it. We'll say
All those
that.
guys from that Shanahan tree seem to like to call their own plays.
Yeah, Yep. Um, I was dead wrong on revenge for Kirk Cobain's. The Vikings handled him.
Beat the
Sam
fucking brakes off that dumb fuck.
Sam Darnold, man. What was it? 5 touchdowns?
Yeah. Iced him.
It was
He
the
came out
Addison and
fine.
Jefferson show.
They were running wide open. Like their secondary had no idea what was going on. And you don't want to
Dude.
hire Bill Belichick, one of the best defensive mind. That's where I was going with this. Like, you just got iced by fucking Sam Darnold, and then you let Bill Belichick pass for what? Raheem Morris? How's
Yep.
that going? Kirk
Like
Cousins, what?
yeah,
Nice contract.
three. Did he have what, two, three picks that game? Zero touchdowns thrown.
3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Against the
I
defense that he played every day in practice last year.
Yeah, I thought that might help him. I knew that. I mean, obviously that defense would know him too, so a little both works both ways. But before that game, I actually flipped on my pick too, and I said Kirk Cousins will throw zero touchdowns and three interceptions this game. So I actually spot on it with that one. Did not. I mean, like you said, they were just running wide open. It was like I was watching that game, and even Darnold would be get like hit, and you'd see the ball loft up, and all of a sudden it's like Addison just standing there by himself, catching it and then running
Jefferson's
in.
touchdown, he was waving his hand, nobody around him. Finally, he throws it. He just catches it like a punt and takes it, just skips into the end zone. Gritties into the end zone.
And what Addison had three, Jefferson
Mm-hmm.
two,
Yep.
and both had over 100+ yards receiving.
Yep.
What a fucking! I don't like that.
Yeah. Well,
I don't like
but
that
you
one
don't get
bit.
it every week. I need a big game on Aaron Jones this week.
You got him in your fantasy?
I need your advice after the show's over.
Okay, okay. I'll try.
Remind
I'll
me.
try and help with that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vikings. I keep on expecting the old Sam Darnold to show, and he just even if he
He's
shows his
shown,
face, if he shows it for 3 quarters, he somehow turns into fucking Superman for the fourth quarter, like what 2 weeks ago or whatever. It's like even when he has
Jaguars.
the bad, yeah, when he has the bad game, he still ends up like kicking it on. He hasn't had a
I
full Sam
just
Darnold.
want consistency. Like Kirk Cousins
Yeah,
was the same quarterback for us. Like he'd come out and light it up for 5 touchdowns and 350. Next week he'd throw for 19 yards
yep.
and just three. I don't know. We need more consistency.
Question for you on this: Do you, when JJ comes back healthy next year, is it his team or is it still Sam's?
Say you got to resign Sam. I keep developing them. I said this on this pod. I think they're giving up on people too early
Yeah,
because they just throw them to the fire and it's like figure it out. Like your franchise, for example, I say this every time, but look what their quarterbacks have been. And
yeah,
they've sat for 4 years.
yeah. Yeah, about 3 to 4 years, every one of them. And yeah, I'm 31 years old, and I've watched two Hall of Fame quarterbacks play for my team. Hopefully, Jordan Love will be the third one. So, yeah, it's been a great
Okay.
time. We don't have the
Did you
Super
watch
Bowl
did
wins,
you watch
but
Brett Favre get punked out by that guy that he gave the sack record away
yeah,
to?
that dude's a fucking clown, though, man. You hurt me, Brett. You hurt me.
Favre had nowhere to go on that play. Like it was a
I
bootleg.
And if you look back at that play, Green Bay was up like 11 with like 2:15 left, and like you said, he bootlegs. There's nobody, and people are like, he should have thrown it away. He took a dive. It's like the smart play, you dipshits, is to slide and let the clock chew, like
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the game there. So he did, yeah, he did the right thing. That dude's mad because he thinks since his sack record got broke, he's not in the Hall of Fame when he had like 10 years, I think, before the sack record got broke to get in the Hall of Fame. So it's like, dude, that's not what's holding you back, man. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
cut it out.
I thought that was funny.
That was a very funny clip, though. He just over and over again, you hurt me, Brett. You hurt me.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want Brett Favre to say?
Yeah, dude. He's had a wild enough life.
Yeah, he's like, I just got caught fucking stealing welfare, my dick pics. Like, just let me be, man.
He's gonna come out of retirement next year,
Yeah,
play for the Bears.
yeah. Well, what a world. Uh,
Oh yeah.
this one turned out. I don't think we even brought it up last week because I didn't think it was going to be a barn burner like it was. But Rams 44, Bills 42.
Dude.
It was a bad week for me playing Ronnie. I needed to win last week to not get last in fantasy and avoid the wing challenge.
Uh-oh.
Ronnie had Josh Allen. I didn't watch a second in that game. I thought the Bills won, to be honest. I had to look back and review this because all I did was open up my fantasy app and saw Josh
Like,
Allen drop 50+ points, and I go, well, the Bills had to have crushed them. Like, I didn't even look at scores or anything until like a
Wasn't that
few
a
hours
record for a
later.
quarterback in fantasy?
I mean, pretty fucking damn close, if not.
I thought I read that, but I could be wrong.
Josh Allen fucking hurt me. Brett Favre hurt that dude. Josh Allen fucking hurt me big.
He's a stud,
Fuck,
dude. He's a
man.
gamer, but he can't beat Pat Mahomes
No, and I mean, it's crazy that he put up the numbers they
in the
did,
playoffs.
and the Bills defense let him down against the Rams. I mean, shout out to the Rams for dropping 44 the way they did on them. Because,
Yeah. How about that fucking rain last night? I was like, the Rams defense sucks. I'm like, I'm gonna start all the Niners I can in fantasy, and then the rain
oh,
just started coming. I'm like, what the
no.
fuck did I do? Started Jawan Jennings over AJ Brown.
Oh,
Uh,
no. No.
no, we're gonna sort that out later. It's not done.
Uh, yeah, that game last night was. I tuned in for a little bit, but that was a painful game to watch. It was almost like watching a Big Ten game.
Oh, hey, 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 hey. How many Big Ten teams are in the college football playoff, Dill?
Oh, Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State. Three? Indiana, fuck. Four. Damn.
That's pretty good.
How many are for SEC? Georgia, Texas, Tennessee. Oh, you got
3.
us. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go
Shout out Big
Hawks.
Ten. You play boring style football, but that gets you in the playoffs, baby. Um,
Fuck.
I did hit this one with the spread. The Chiefs 19, Chargers 17. The Chargers cover that game. It looked like it might be a blowout at one point. I think it was 14-0 going into the
Hmm.
third. Herbert got hurt at one point, and then the Chargers started storming back on them. And KC did what KC does. They just pulled it off in the end again on their ass.
You called it. We all called this. It's gonna be a close game. Uh, Justin Herbert's underrated.
He
He's a
is.
good. He did this. He's got Quentin Johnson. Lad McConkey wasn't even playing. Like
Yeah,
he has no weapons.
none.
They got rid of everybody. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen gone.
Didn't
It's
have
like why don't you
Dobbins.
bring somebody in? Yeah, no J.K.
I don't know what their like or like their spending money is for the off season, but if they have anything decent, yeah, they got to go out and get that
They
man
gotta
some
have some money
weapons.
for
Because
sure. Or in the
they
draft.
have the tackles now. Because I think they got Slater and I can't remember.
Control all delete.
Yeah, control delete. Yeah, so they got the tackles guard blocking on the edges for him. Like they
They
got the
can't run the
line.
ball though. That's what I don't get.
Well, they
I
don't
think
got.
Harbaugh just gets pissed and he's like, fucking
Yeah,
sling it.
I don't think they got. I mean, Dobbins when he's healthy is something kind of, but they really don't got like an
They
all-star
have Gus
guy back
Edwards
there.
and
That
Kamani Vidal. Yeah.
Edwards just doesn't do it for me either. So I mean,
Oh, for sure. I agree. But it's like,
yeah,
if you got a good line, you should be able to get some kind of yardage.
yeah, and I mean,
You're still a pro
out of
running back.
yeah,
Look at the fucking 49ers. Don't matter who you put back there.
yeah, that's true too. And they haven't even had Big Trent for the last 3 weeks or
3.
so, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
But those were the games that I had circled. I didn't bring the Raiders into this because the Raiders fucking suck and Q's not here, so who gives a fuck about them? They lost
Who'd they play?
again. The Bucks.
Yeah.
The Bucks
That
covered
was
that
kind of
spread. I
close.
know it was Bucks minus 6.5, so I know they won by at least 7. But yeah, it might have been closer. But uh, preview for this week: Green Bay minus 2.5 versus the Seahawks. I'm laying the 2.5 with Green Bay. Bounce back week. I don't. The Seahawks just don't do it for me. 1 minute they're good, 1 minute they're bad. They're just a roller coaster in the West there.
Is it in Seattle?
And it is in Seattle. Probably
I'm
expect
taking
rain.
I'm taking Seattle +2.
Uh, just because of home field, the 12th man.
That's a tough place to play. If it's going to be a little spooky and rainy, I don't know if Jordan
Yeah.
Love's got the nuts for that.
Uh, Geno Smith
Quay
though.
Walker probably be pouting, throwing a fit,
He'll probably push
getting
another
penalties.
fucking personal trainer or something. I have his jersey
Uh,
though. He is a Georgia player. I have his jersey though. I like the dog and Quay Walker.
I
Get
I think if Kenneth Walker plays, they win. If he doesn't, they lose.
that okay. Yeah, I forgot that Walker's kind of battling a little of an injury bug. That will be big. Yeah. Walker against our rush defense isn't the greatest, so That would
Uh,
scare me. They
yeah.
played well against the Lions. I mean, they weren't terrible against the
I
Lions, I
feel
should
like
say.
Walker is in on every single play. He just does stupid shit. Like he can't get out of his way. There's
Yeah,
nobody better sideline to sideline other than maybe Fred or Roquan, but
yeah.
he just does dumb shit. Maybe he's not very good in coverage. I don't watch enough Green Bay to.
He's not the greatest in coverage. He's very athletic, like you
Fast.
said, though. He
Yeah.
goes sideline to sideline. I'd like him almost coming off the edge if I had it my way, like a rush end. But um, Bills versus Lions. Lions minus two and a
Ooh.
half.
Super Bowl preview?
I I saw a meme and I think it's a correct one. It said the Super Bowl everyone wants, Bills versus Lions, the Super Bowl will
The
somehow
Super Bowl
fucking
everyone
get, and then it's
Chiefs
Chiefs
and
versus Eagles.
yeah.
But I hope this will be something we see later down the road, and I will be taking the 2.5 with the Bills because what you said, the Lions, I think this is the week. It hasn't caught up to them really yet, but this is the week that the injury bug on the defense gets the Lions. Which the
The
Bills'
Bills
defense isn't
defense isn't
great
very
either. No,
great,
it's not. It's not.
but they got Matt Milano back.
Yep, that will be big.
And the thing with the Bills defense last week is Stafford's seen every defense. You're not going to trick him. Like,
Yep.
so
So, I
I guess
mean,
Goff has too, but I feel like he makes more mistakes than Stafford.
and the Lions are a juggernaut, but yeah, I kind of like the Bills' outright win with this. I think this
Who'd you
has
say
to
was
be the
favored?
week.
Sorry.
The Lions are. It's in Detroit, but they're only favored by 2.5. So really, they're only being
I'm going to
favored.
take the Bills in that.
Yeah, if you look at it the way Vegas says, you normally get 3 points if you're the home team. So they're
Hmm.
basically laying the 2.5 because they're at home. So yeah, uh, this I think will be a pretty good one. The Battle of Pennsylvania, Steelers versus Eagles. Eagles minus 5.5 in Philly. Mike
What?
Tomlin. Yep. Give me Mike Tomlin. This dude, all he
Yeah.
does is cover spreads. They might not outright win, but he's covering 5.5.
If Philly doesn't get on them early, they might get their ass beat
Mm-hmm.
because Philly takes a little while sometimes to get the wheels going, and they don't make a
Yep.
lot of mistakes on defense in Pittsburgh. We know that.
Yep.
So
They,
I think I'm with you.
they got the drama going too because fuck, it was Graham, one of their old defensive linemen, was talking about the drama between Hurts and AJ Brown, and it seems like those two aren't clicking. I think Brown said after the game last week what needs to improve, and he said passing, basically kind of throwing Hurts under the bus there. But
Maybe that's why I didn't start AJ Brown. Maybe that's why he's
see,
on my bench right now.
maybe I was going to say that they're probably going to try and force feed him though this week. They're going to come out
Yeah.
probably and be like, let's try and destroy those rumors right away. Feed AJ
Well,
the
there you go.
ball.
You already solved my problem. I'm starting him.
that
But
that's
yeah,
my that's my dumb football head theory there.
I got quite the conundrum. But yeah, I like Pittsburgh plus 5.5.
Yep. Uh, Bears versus the Vikings. Vikings
Ugh.
minus 6.5 at home. You gotta whomp them, right?
I hope so. I hope Aaron Jones comes out and rushes for 3 tutties.
Either that or you should be able to pass. I know you wanted it because of fantasy, but you should be able to pass all over them if anything too. I mean, fuck.
Their pass defense is top 10. Their run defense
Is it?
is like
Okay.
26th. I think
Okay.
their
Okay.
pass defense is like ninth.
Yeah.
They
So I
got
mean, yeah,
they got some guys in the secondary.
Aaron Jones should have a field day. I like the
I,
Vikings minus the points.
Same. I
I
think
mean,
we're
the
gonna beat the
Bears,
shit out of them.
yeah, they're a broken team. Normally, I like to bet on a team who fires their coach midway through the season because you get an interim bump where the interim coach steps in and they look better. They look terrible. They looked terrible last week against the Niners.
I'm sure it'll still be a 3 point game. I
Yep.
guarantee it.
Find a way to keep them around.
Oh yeah, I just got to play to the level of the competition instead of putting your foot on their throat.
This is a bad, yeah. This is bad competition for them. So yeah, I like the Vikings at home. Um, that's all I had because, like I said, it's hard to break down NFL games when you got like 3-10 versus 2 and whatever. Like I saw a bunch of bad matchups. It was either two shitty teams this week going at it, or like a good
Mm,
squad versus shitty squad.
for
Sometimes
sure.
those ones. Um,
No.
so I'll move lock of the week. It's Army. Go Army. Beat Navy. Army -6. You said it already. Daily. I think he's gonna have a heyday in this one.
Let's just
That's
bet
Saturday.
everything that we own. Let's bet everything. Let's bet everything on that. I'm taking Army.
It, um, oh my! I was looking for my fucking phone to place my bet, and it's right in fucking. I'm staring right at it. Never mind. But yeah,
No,
I already locked that
I'm
one
with you.
in.
Is Navy still doing all right? I know they got off to a hot start.
Navy finished the season 8-3, so they were pretty damn good. The
I
thing
just watched
about
them get fucking smoked by Notre Dame. I'm like, they're not
yeah,
for real.
and they've had all three of their losses have been by like 21 points or more, I believe. So when they lose bad. And I just like Army offense and defense way better compared to Navy.
I'm with you. The quarterback wins it for them.
Yep,
Bryson Daly.
stud. The other great white hope. So now we can move to trivia. We can do where you're from.
Oh yeah, I'll do where you're from. I forgot trivia again. Why is that a
I
thing?
I got trivia this week.
Oh, good, good. So do you want me to just do all six to you?
Yeah, let's see how good I could do. It's like me, fuck, what was that show? Stump the Schwab in almost a way. This is
Hmm.
our version of
I
Stump
used
the
to watch
Schwab
that every
here.
day after school.
Goated
3:30.
show. R.I.P. R.I.P. Schwab.
Where are you from? All right. So first one, this was going to be Q's because he had to go first this week, but he bailed.
Pussy.
Remember, he bailed on us. Heinz
It's a
Ward.
common theme with him. Oh, Heinz Ward. Ooh. I wanna. No, that was Randall L. I was gonna say Heinz Ward was Indiana, but that was Randall L. Damn, I want to say he played in the Big Ten though too. For some reason, I see him in a Big Ten jersey. Could be way off with that. Damn, damn. Of all the guys, I was not expecting Heinz Ward to make an appearance on this
Oh,
one.
these are going to be so random, dude. They're going to be so random.
I'm gonna almost study every week now. But Heinz Ward, in my gut, he went to Big Ten, random ass Big Ten school. It's not this, but I'm gonna say Michigan State. It's not Michigan State though.
Wrong.
Where
You
was
want me to
it?
tell you?
Yeah.
Georgia.
Ooh,
Yeah. Go dogs.
damn. I'm supposed to be an SEC guy. Yeah, that damn. Heinz Ward, Georgia. Okay, okay.
All right.
Shake the rust off.
This was yours. Plaxico Burris.
Mexico. Sweat. He's not Pitt. He's not Georgia Tech. Fuck.
I love just watching your head spin.
Dude, because all of a sudden when you say the name, all these teams just rush to my head, and it's just like it's not that, but maybe it is that.
This week's a little tougher than last week, but
It's yeah, we're going to the ball, and I love Plaxico Burress too. I should fucking know this. Oh, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be so mad when you tell me. I already know. Oh, he went to fucking. God damn it. Gonna say Virginia. I'm gonna say Virginia Tech, but it's not fuck. No, he went to Georgia Tech. It's not fucking Georgia Tech either.
are you gonna lock something in?
It's Georgia Tech. Lock it in. It's not that,
All
but
right.
lock it
Well,
in.
you just said it the time before, Michigan State.
Oh, fuck me. Okay. Okay.
That's why I was laughing so hard because like you just guessed them for Heinz Ward.
Fuck.
All right, these ones are yeah, there's two easy ones in my opinion, and two tough ones. So this
Okay.
would have been Q.
I hope I don't miss it if it's an
You're
easy
at
one.
0 points and Q's not even
I,
here.
I'm, it's tough. I keep bobbing and weaving.
All right, Rasheed Rice.
Sheed Rice.
This
Dude,
one's fucking.
I'm having a fucking off night because I'm dying out here. Oh no. We might have to cut this from the pod. I can't look this bad.
To be fair, I wouldn't have got this one.
Sheed Rice went to feel like he went to some rinky dink fucking college too. Seems like it would be a rinky dink ass fucking college in the South or something.
Stop looking at me.
Rinky dink ass college
I
fucking
feel
like
like
in the
you're just staring through me.
rinky dink ass college somewhere in Oklahoma or Texas or something. Fucking I don't think he went to Texas Tech. I wanted to say Texas Tech. Was he Houston? Houston. Let
The
me go
final answer?
Houston. Yeah.
Southern Methodist.
Fuck! It was some rinky dink ass fucking college in
That's
Texas.
why I
Just the
can't look
wrong
at you. I
one.
was
God damn it.
all right. Jawan
Uh,
Jennings. This would have been your actual one.
Western Michigan. Or
Jawan
no,
Jennings?
Not Jawan Jennings. Not Jawan Jennings. Hold up. For some reason, I thought you said Greg Jennings.
Oh,
Um,
that would have been
Jawan
correct.
Jennings, yeah. But this one will be too because he went to the University of Tennessee. Caught a Hail Mary to
You're,
beat Georgia with Josh Dobbs as his quarterback.
I thought you might get that one.
Finally on the board. Let's fucking go, Tool. Come on, no shutout.
He's not even here and you're only beating him by 1 point.
He wouldn't have gotten any of these questions either. Let's be real.
This one's probably the easiest one. Braylon Allen.
Oh, Wisconsin.
Yep.
There we go. He would have got that. We'll say
So
it's 1-1.
he made the start last week and I was just walking by my TV and saw that, so I just put his name down.
I had to put
That's
it
kind of how
there.
I do this throughout the week.
I love it.
All right, last one. This one's kind of tough, but you might get it. Austin Eckler.
Oh. Now I want to confuse him with somebody else, but I still might say he went to this college. Austin Eckler, for some reason, seems like a guy who was wearing Northwestern purple and black. No. Fuck, dude. See, I say a school and then I get in my head. Yeah, fuck it.
You're trying to
North.
lead me too. Fuck.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I keep going like this.
Northwestern. I'm gonna have to go with my gut, but I don't think it's Northwestern now. But
Western
Northwestern.
Colorado.
Damn, that would have been a tough
It
one.
had Western in it.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna get that one. All right, two out of six. Pretty fucking shitty, but
All right.
I'm
So
pissed that
you
I
won this.
didn't get Plaxico Burris. I'm more pissed about that. Or Heinz Ward. I should have known his ass was a fucking
I knew
dog.
Hines. Plaxico, I wasn't real sure about. So
All right. So for trivia this week, I already gave last week's. So trivia. Last week was Iowa State. I decided let's go with a trivia for our Iowa fans. Can you tell me the last quarterback in Iowa history to throw for over 300 yards and the team he did it against?
the last quarterback to throw for over 300 yards.
Yep. For Iowa.
Oh boy, it's been so long.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
DJ Lagway completed that feat merely second game of the season.
and then he got carted off the field because
Yeah,
he had a
okay,
boo boo.
okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
say Slick Rick, Ricky Stanzi.
Okay. Could you name maybe the team he did it against? Just for shits and gigs? Added
Um,
extra pressure?
Oh boy, LSU in the bowl game.
Okay, okay. I'll let you know how close you were on that one. But
Actually, that was Drew Tate.
oh, it was, yeah, all the way Holloway.
Yeah.
Fuck, what a play that was,
I know
though. The
I'm
good
not
old
right. I
days.
can't remember the last time a Hawkeye quarterback threw for 300. I can't remember the last time they threw for two.
I almost
I'm
wanted to go
serious.
to, but
Huh.
when did Slick Rick last play? What year was his?
I think it was when I was in high school.
Okay, so damn. Okay,
I think. So obviously I was wrong.
no, I wasn't looking at my sheet.
Okay. Okay.
Looking at my sheet now, though. But
Do I need to come up with a trivia? I'm really bad about on the spot trivia.
if you don't got one, we don't need to force it. If you can find one quick, well, you can. But as long as we
Um,
get one fucking out there,
I'll find something. We'll find an AI question.
they're always spot on, right? Wasn't AI the
Just
one that
stop.
told you that Iowa was leading
Shut
the
the
bowl,
fuck up. You're
the
lucky you
appearances
dodged a
against
bullet
Florida?
this year.
Oh
Dodged a
shit!
bullet. All right. I don't know why I forget this every week. I'm like the most prepared person ever.
I I was always bad at trivia. I normally leaned on Q and Logan to carry me for this one, but I had a feeling that I might need to come with one today, so it was the rare time that I was actually prepared for it.
These are freaking ridiculous. All right. Well, oh, here we go. Who was
Do
the last
do.
quarterback? Oh, hang on.
Well,
To take North Carolina State to four straight bowl games.
North Carolina State, 4 straight bowl games. Ooh,
Sorry, that's really random, but I just Googled it.
it
Uh,
is really random.
I
It's
thought
on.
maybe you might get it though, because I can only think of one quarterback from there.
I was gonna say like McCown. Didn't McCown play there? Maybe Josh McCown. It's tough because you got to find a guy who would have been a true freshman starter all the way throughout. Yeah, I don't even know if Josh McCown went to NC State, but for some reason that seems right. So I'll say him.
Okay.
Definitely not McCown though.
Okay.
But all right.
You're gonna kick
And
yourself when I tell you the answer.
oh fuck. Oh, hold on. There's a oh, someone just popped back in my oh fuck. I'm not gonna remember who just. I just had someone pop in my head too wearing that jersey, and now I can't fucking remember their name. It's a white dude. Basic, average, great value looking white ass dude too. God damn it. All right. I've had enough trying to think of where fuckers win and shit. All right. Until next week, we'll have Q back, hopefully, unless he's still moving. Who
Do some
knows?
college football playoff talk.
Yes, we'll break down the bracket, give our actual official picks. We'll have a competition, something on the line. Make it a little juicy. Until
Let's do
then,
it.
we're fucking out of here. Peace.